Hey guys, this is Dr. Laura Ritchie. I'm a certified women's health and functional nutrition coach and doctor of physical therapy, and I'm here on this Self-Care Sunday to talk to you guys a little bit about sleep. Sleep is so important for our health, and it's something that a lot of my private coaching clients report that they're having trouble with. They're having challenges with getting good quality sleep, and it's so important on our health journey that we get good sleep for a number of different reasons. It affects our cognitive ability and how we're thinking and our brain function. It affects our thyroid, how well our thyroid is working. So poor sleep can actually make for a more sluggish thyroid. It can affect our adrenals. If you are really burned out, stressed out, and dealing with adrenal fatigue, you've got to get good quality sleep in order to heal from that. It can affect your blood sugar. One night of poor sleep can make you more insulin resistant the following day. And this is something that's come up so much. It's something that we're actually talking about now in my nutritional endocrinology practitioner training program. And I just wanted to chat with you guys a little bit about it tonight because it's such a huge deal. And sleep and rest is so important. And it's something that a lot of people are struggling with right now. So I wanted to give you a couple of natural remedies and tips that you can do to just help to improve your sleep overall. So one of the things that a lot of people are deficient in is magnesium. And so you could take some magnesium. This is Natural Calm. You can get this at the health food store. You can get this online. Amazon has it, but it's something that you could take. You could make yourself a magnesium drink before bed to just help with that. Magnesium is a mineral. It's a very important mineral that a lot of people are deficient in. So if you're struggling with a lot of headaches, a lot of muscle cramps or soreness, magnesium can be really great. If you're really stressed out, take more magnesium. This is gonna be a great thing for you to do to help just kind of put you in that relaxation state, to help unwind and get ready for bed. So magnesium can be really helpful. I personally, my favorite brand of magnesium is Zymogen's, it's OptiMag Neuro. And this might be a little hard to see, but this is my favorite brand for magnesium, so much that when I tried it, I actually signed up and got an account with Zymogen because I loved it so much. I wanted to be able to get it. So if you're interested in trying that, let me know and I can send you the information to get that. But to me, this magnesium just tastes better. It's sweetened with stevia, so it's not going to spike your blood sugar levels. It's a berry flavor, so I just like the taste of it. It mixes well in water and you can drink that. So magnesium, super important for sleep. There's also other ways to get magnesium. So there is a magnesium gel, and this is, you can get this at the health food store. Again, you could order this online, or a magnesium spray. So different options here. Hopefully you guys can see that okay with the light. But you can order these online or get these at the health food store. This is another great option. So we get that transdermal absorption when we're applying it to our skin. So if we're dealing with issues like leaky gut, we're not able to absorb everything that we're taking in. If we have digestive issues, we could do a topical magnesium as well, and that can work really great too. Especially if you have areas that are really tight or tense on your muscles, you can apply it right there. Apply it to those areas. I like putting it on the bottom of my feet, and I actually like combining the magnesium gel or the magnesium spray with essential oils, which can be really helpful too to support restful sleep. So that's something you could do as well. So essential oils that are really helpful with sleep. We all have probably heard of lavender. That's a really big one. Lavender is kind of the all things calm oil. And with these, you may find that a combination works better for you, that one works better for you, but lavender's a big one, so you can apply it to the bottom of your feet. You can put a couple drops on your pillow. You can diffuse it, so if you have a diffuser going, that's going to get into the air and you're gonna be able to breathe that in. You can also, if the essential oil is safe for internal use, you could take it internally. So something that I like to do with my lavender is, this is chamomile tea from Trader Joe's, and I like to put a drop of my lavender in my chamomile tea and drink that before bed. So that can be really helpful too. So just something to try. And you may find one application works better than another. So internal use could be really, really helpful. You may find aromatic use could be helpful. You may find topical, putting the essential oil on the bottom of your feet with the magnesium can be really helpful. So play with this because we're all different. We all have that different bio-individuality, that microbiome. Oh, thanks for all the love, guys. If you're finding this helpful, yeah, the hearts and the likes are awesome. We're all different, right? Different genetics, different microbiome, different makeup. So you may find one works better for you. And we need to be a little bit of a biohacker and we need to find what works best for our body. And that may change. I may find that one oil works really well for me for a while and then I got to switch it up. So we can play with that and see. So lavender is one of my favorites. There is a blend also called Serenity. This is the calming blend. It has lavender in it along with a couple other oils. So this can be a really nice one to try to play with. Another really great oil is cedarwood. Cedarwood actually applied to the bottom of the feet or to your big toe, believe it or not, could really help with your sleep. So again, we're talking about natural things that aren't addictive forming, that aren't putting extra chemicals or toxins in our bodies, just things to try. So cedarwood can be a game changer for a lot of people. Juniper berry is another great oil. This is actually known as the oil of sleep. So you could try this out and see how that does for you. You may find that a combination works well. So you could put lavender and juniper berry and cedarwood in your diffuser and see what happens with that. Or make it into a little roller bottle blend or just put a drop of each and try that on the bottom of your feet. So all good things to try. Wild orange. Doesn't sound like that's very calming, right? With a name like wild at the front of it, but it actually is very, very calming. So you could actually put a drop under your tongue before bed to support restful sleep. And if you're one of those people that wakes up in the middle of the night, you could put a drop right when you wake up. I keep this by my nightstand, right by my bed, and I put a drop there if I wake up in the middle of the night. So that's another thing that you could do too. Again, play with this. If you guys are noticing that you're waking up pretty consistently, especially around 3 to 4 a.m., it's probably an adrenal fatigue issue. There's probably an issue with cortisol. We need to work on balancing your blood sugar and supporting you in those ways. So it's interesting to kind of track and see too how that's just how our body's talking to us, that hey, you need a little bit of support in those areas, and we're there to help do that. So listening to our body with all of that. Another supplement that you might find that I like that could be helpful is Revitalizing Sleep. And this you can get on Amazon or you can get this at the health food store. This has valerian root. It also has hops. It has lemon balm extract. This is non-habit forming. This could be a great thing to try. It's important to remember that a serving size is 1 capsule and you can go up to 4. So a lot of people will start with just 1 and they'll be like, I'm not noticing a difference. So go slowly. And I should point out with all these things that I'm talking to you about, do one thing at a time so that you know what's working and what's not, because we have to titrate this for you. I don't think there's a cookie cutter remedy for any of this. It'd be nice, right, if I could just put everybody and say, hey, everybody do this and we all sleep wonderfully. That's not always the case. So do one thing at a time over a couple days before you add something else in so you know what's working and helping. But this can be a really nice one to try that has worked for me and helped me in the past. There's also another formula called Sleep Tonight that you could try as well. We talked about the chamomile tea, how I personally like to put a little bit of lavender with the chamomile tea. There's also another good brand, Yogi Bedtime Tea. So you could get this. I think it comes in 2 different flavors, so you could play with it depending on what flavor you like. But just making this part of your bedtime routine, doing a little bit of tea, can be really helpful. It's very calming, it's very warm, it can help us transition. Because if you think about like with our kiddos, right? We transition them into bed. We do a bath, we have story time. Like we don't just say, okay, go to bed, go to sleep. But as adults, we don't really do that for ourselves. We're on our smartphones, we're on our computers and our iPads and all this stuff. And then we just turn off the lights and we're expected to go to bed. Your body needs a transition period to get into that mode. And ideally that means turning off all the electronics and really working with our circadian rhythms. So when the sun's going down, that's when we need to start turning down, powering down, reducing the electricity, reducing the lights in the home, making it more of a productive environment for sleep, so to speak, and going with those rhythms, going to bed when the sun goes down, getting up when the sun comes up can be really helpful. Because for a lot of people, especially with adrenal issues, those circadian rhythms are off, and that can affect our sleep in a lot of different ways. So transitioning is good. I like to diffuse a calming oil, lavender, serenity, balance, something like that, about 2 hours before I go to bed. And I also, if I have to be on my electronics or am doing something, these are really nice. What do you guys think of my fun glasses here? So yeah, they're pretty nice, right? So you may look a little weird, but it's okay. You're in your home. Nobody has to see what you look like. But these amber glasses are really great, you guys. I know they look a little goofy. It looks a little bit like you're going to operate heavy machinery, right? But these work well to block out the blue light. And the blue light are those things from our electronics. So our computers, our tablets, TV screens, our phones, all of that. So there are some apps. There's Flux, it's F.Lux, that you can download to put on your devices, and it actually turns the screen kind of an orange tint to help. But these work really well. So the issue is when you're looking at all those blue lights, that blocks the production of melatonin. Melatonin is what we need to help us sleep. And basically the brain is seeing all those bright lights and it's saying, oh, it's daytime, and it has a hard time getting us to transition to nighttime. So these amber glasses work really well if you have to be on your smartphone or electronics. This is a little bit of a biohack that you can wear these and it will not upset that production of melatonin, which is really helpful to help you transition to bed. So about 2 hours before I go to bed, I put on my fun amber glasses. I start diffusing my calming oils. I have some bedtime tea or some chamomile tea with my lavender. I start this transition period, right? So I'm not just telling my body we have to go to bed right away. So these are fun for that. Another idea is a detox bath. So you could do Epsom salt, and you can buy this in big packages from Walmart, for cheap, for like $5 for I think like an 8-pound bag. This is a 4-pound bag. So you could get Epsom salt there. Again, you're going to get absorption of magnesium. These are kind of falling off of me a little bit. There we go. Absorption of your magnesium transdermally, which can be really helpful. So for me, for a detox bath, I like to do 2 cups of the Epsom salt. I like to do a cup of baking soda, and you can get these in big bags as well. And then I do about 10 drops of whatever essential oil is kind of appealing to me. So lavender, serenity, balance, some kind of calming oil, and just soaking for 20 minutes. I like to do it in really warm water, kind of as warm water as I can handle. Soak for 20 minutes and then get out and just rinse off in the shower and you're done. So that could be a great thing too. This could be a great thing for your muscles, and you could go up with the magnesium. So I'm really working on detoxing a lot in my life right now, so I actually do 6 cups of Epsom salt. I would probably recommend starting with 2 and increasing that gradually, and knowing that as you hit that tolerance for magnesium, there's a bowel tolerance level, you will actually get loose stools. You could actually get diarrhea. So don't worry, that's the magnesium. That just means you may need to back off a little bit because we don't want to cause dehydration. But finding that right amount of magnesium, you can actually Google like magnesium to bowel tolerance or find different charts to help you, or gradually increase that to find your right dosage for that, for the magnesium. So those are all just tips and tricks that you can try. Really, when you're thinking about sleep, you want to think cold, dark cave. So making sure that it's completely dark, that we have all of our electronics unplugged, ideally, that it's nice and cool, ideally kind of around a temperature of like 68 degrees. So think cold, dark cave. Sometimes getting a sleep mask can be really helpful to block out all the light, especially if you're traveling. I'm one of those people that if we're traveling and we're in the hotel, I'm unplugging all the electronics. The ones that I can't unplug, I'm covering up all those lights, because the body is smart. And even when we cover up our eyes, it can be kind of absorbed through the skin. The body can still pick up on that. So we really have to block all that stuff out as much as possible. Earplugs, if you need to block out sound. We really want to optimize our sleep environment as much as possible for that. But sleep is really important. These are just a few tips. I could go on quite a bit with more and more tips to help with sleep, and maybe we'll do another Self-Care Sunday video to help you with that. But I hope this was helpful. I hope you found it helpful. I can put a link to these glasses under the comments too if you're interested in getting those. But again, try it, play with it. For me, Oh gosh, guys, sleep was really a challenge for a really long time, and I'm still working on that. But for me, it takes a combination of several of these things to really help and work. Some of my clients, just the bedtime tea or just implementing one of those things could work really well for them. So play with these. I hope this is helpful. If you'd like more information about getting started with essential oils, please let me know. doTERRA is running some nice specials through the end of this month for a couple more days. So let me know if you'd like to know more about that. If you'd like to just learn more about overall health and wellness, I'm kicking off a 3-month group health coaching program, and it'll kick off on September 6th. So all the information's here on my Facebook page. Please check it out. It's going to be lots of fun. We have both live options and virtual options through videos like this, FaceTime, or not FaceTime, Facebook Live videos. It'll also be recorded. You'll get all of the slides, you'll get all the material to have, and we basically just go through as a group all of these different things. Sleep is one of the things we talk about, nutrition, finding a vision, self-care, movement, appropriate movement, stress management, all of those kind of pillars for health. So that's coming up too. And if you're here in town, I'm teaching a class, an Intro to Essential Oils class on Tuesday night. You'll find that in my events section of the Facebook group there. It's from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at the State Farm office building on Coulter, the Brian Moore State Farm building. So you could check it out there too if you'd just like to learn more. But these are just things that have helped me in my own personal journey, because for me personally, the sleeping pills, even the prescription sleeping pills and things, they just didn't work for me. And implementing some of these things and these lifestyle changes really worked to help quite a bit. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. If you have any questions, please post them below. And unless you guys have any questions that you want to comment with now, let me know. Otherwise, I will jump off and I'll get those links posted for you guys too. So any questions, comments, concerns? Hopefully this was helpful. But yeah, I'll just try to pop in with useful content and information that can just help you with your everyday life. Oh, you're so welcome, Kelly. I'm so glad that you could tune in live, and I'm so glad that it was helpful. Okay, well, you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.